Hey guys, this is your boy Markcoos and welcome back to Markcoos' reign at Arsenal, and as you can see in the next match we're going up against Everton. Now this is going to be a hard game because Everton are a difficult match, but if you can see on the 1st of December we're going up and we're going to face off against Manchester City. So that game is really the main thing of this episode, the main game of the episode. Of course there's also a Champions League game, the final Champions League game against Anderlecht to still get dealt with. But yeah, Arsenal versus Everton at the Emirates Stadium. Very big match, considering that Everton are sort of going on the rise. I'm sure they beat Chelsea in one of the Chelsea or Man United recently, so yeah, that's pretty big. So Arsenal line up, well, I line up with Szczesny, Koscielny, Vermaelen, Sanya, Gibbs, Cazorla, Wilshere, Rice, Walcott, Podolski, Giroud. So it's more or less my strongest team possible, other than Arteta maybe for Cazorla. And Everton lineup, for some reason, they don't have Tim Howard in goal. They play Mucha in goal, who's absolutely terrible. Jagielka, Distan, Neville, Oviedo instead of Baines. And they start without Jelavic or Fellaini, which I was quite surprised by, to be perfectly honest. But in the 4th minute of the match, more or less from kickoff, I get ball to Podolski on the left hand side. Podolski low cross, Giroud pops it in. Yeah, Giroud has scored again. He has scored so many goals this season already, and he's going to score even more because he's such a beast. He's just gone up. His overall has gone from a 79 at the start of the year, went to an 80 after like 3 days, and now it's an 80 like 3. That's insane. That is insane. But yeah, great finish from Olivier Giroud over Mucha. But here I give away a free kick after I foul. I don't know who I foul, but Stephen Naismith takes it, and look at this for a free kick right into the top corner. It hits the post, and it hits off Szczesny's head and goes in. I've never seen Stephen Naismith actually take a free kick in real life, but he may or may not be a free kick specialist, we don't know. But in PES terms, he is a free kick specialist. I mean, look at this free kick in the slow motion replay. I mean, that is insane. It's a great free kick. But from kickoff, I'm just like, I'm not having that crap. I basically dominated the whole match. So Cazorla passes it through to Royce. Royce makes the pass to Giroud, who makes a run. And look at that, for a cool and composed finish in more or less the last second of the first half. So yeah, so I've scored again. Olivier Giroud has scored another one, and there's no dance this time, but maybe he'll get a dance on his hat trick if he scores one. But look at me, I'm happy with it. I'm like, yes, I'm cheesing my nut off. But yeah, Olivier Giroud, fantastic finish. Look at that, nice and cool and composed, curling it into the bottom corner. So more or less kickoff happens, I got the ball back, and half time also goes. So look at that, they've had 2 shots on target, I've had 8 shots. I deserve to be ahead, as you can see, as you can most likely tell. So 47 minutes on the clock. This is some great passing movement. Walcott to Santi, Santi back to Royce, and Royce back through to Walcott. Walcott takes it to the byline. Royce just keeps his position and back to Royce, and look at that for a finish. That's possibly one of the best goals I've ever scored in the Master League so far. Like, really. Like, every single Master League I've ever played, that's possibly one of the best goals I've scored. There's just such great passing movement. But in the 54th minute, really bad defending for me, and PNR scores. And I was like, fair enough. But yeah, so full time 3-2. He had 5 shots on target, I had 12 shots on target. I dominated on possession, same pass completion. I don't really care. I win again. Giroud with 2 goals and Royce with 1. So basically, I'm pawning so much in this league so far. But yeah, rating, Royce gets man of the match with an 8.0 rating. That's unheard of in my opinion. But as you can see, Manchester City beat Man United in the derby. Sunderland actually beat Chelsea, that was a big result. QPR beat Aston Villa, and Liverpool beat Newcastle United. Pretty good results in my terms, except for the Man City Man United one. I'd have hoped Man United would beat them. But Norwich beat West Brom, Swansea beat Reading, West Ham beat Southampton, Tottenham got beat by Fulham, and Stoke got beat by Wigan. The table, Arsenal still top, so I'm talking about unbeaten. But the next match is against Manchester City in Etihad, so yeah, that's basically what I have to say. But look at that, that's a fantastic Etihad stadium. That's a made stadium as well. I think that's absolutely fantastic. I mean, really, like, I say fantastic a lot, but that is absolutely amazing from the WEND, the Winning 11 Next Gen blog editing team. And I mean, this is going to be a big game considering that the point difference is 2. So I keep in all this stuff like this. Usually I would cut this out, but hell no. Maicon is captain for Man City. Don't know where Tevez is. I'm sure he's playing, and yeah, he is playing. I don't know why he's not captain, but Rodwell's playing as well. I mean, what is he doing? Rodwell's an absolutely waste of space at Man City. Same with Scott Sinclair. I mean, they've just bought English people to fulfill the roles. of the English players. But they can see they start off West got Kolo Toure, Maicon, Clichy, Yaya Toure, Nasri, Silva, Rodwell, Tevez and Guidetti up front. And I start with my very weak team. It's got Giroud, De Hertfeld, Sanya, Vermaelen, Arteta, Royce, Wilshere, Walcott, Giroud, Chamberlain. Because for some reason, Koscielny, and most of the people just went, I don't want to play anymore. I just don't want to play. I'm in such poor form. It's like, no, you're winning. I don't know what you're talking about. But here, look at that finish from Royce. It's an insane finish. Marco Royce is just too good in this game. I mean, that was possibly one of the best finishes I've seen. Like, really, from the edge of the box, hits it in, 17th minute, 1-0 up. And look at that, I'm clapping. I'm happy with it, really, to be perfectly honest. But in the 44th minute, I let Guidetti get away from me. I don't celebrate. De Hertfeld just keeps running away, and Guidetti pops it in. Now, Guidetti's gone up to 78, and I'm tempted to buy him because I actually need a backup striker. So, yeah, it's either him or Cavani or Dembaba or anyone, really. Just someone good, really. I mean, I need someone who can get better while I'm not actually have to play them. But it was a pretty good finish from Guidetti. And at half-time, it's 1-1. And they've only had one shot on target. I've had 3 shots on target. The game's been a bit close, as you can sort of tell from the stats. And it means 50-50% possession. But in the second half, start of the second half, they get a corner kick. It swings in. Walcott just, for some reason, the ball just gets taken off from Guidetti. And he passes it to Tevez, and Tevez pops it in. And I was like, God damn it, that's not fair at all. And that's like their second shot on target, and I'm just like, no, you're doing the wrong things, Walcott. You're doing the wrong things. I mean, here, like somehow he gets the ball back when he's behind him. But anyway, it was a great finish from Carlos Tevez. But then in the 77th minute, well, Sanya play it through to Walcott. Walcott makes up for the amends by passing it through to Olivier Giroud. And look at that for another calm, composed finish from the French striker. He once again scores another amazing finesse shot into the bottom corner, and really, I think I deserved that. I mean, of course, I was being... That's my phone. Getting some text, so I'll be out soon. But, yeah, so... basically, the thing which was best about this was that in the last minute of the match, I tried to get Theo Walcott, tries to get a shot away, just doesn't get away, shoots again, and it gets blocked. And then the thing goes, and that's it. It's 2-2 was the final score. And I was like, I wanted more. I mean, I had 8 shots on target, they had 4 shots on target, I had 52% possession, pass completion 75, I really wanted more from that in reality. And I mean, sure, you get man of the match, but did I deserve the win? Maybe. But West Brom drew with Reading, QPR got beat by Stoke, Chelsea beat Newcastle, Everton beat Aston Villa. And what are the other results from fixture 16? Man United beat Sunderland, Liverpool and Tottenham drew 0-0. Wigan got beat by Southampton, Fulham beat Swansea, and West Ham got beat by Norwich. So at the end of the table, Arsenal still top, Man City are second, and it comes Manchester United and Newcastle on the same points, and Chelsea 5th. So basically it's between me and Arsenal, me and Man City to win the title basically. So into the last match of this episode, Arsenal versus RSC Anderlecht, and final Champions League match, and I'll have the final, well, not the draw because the draw doesn't happen until in January sometime, but of course this will just be the final match, and I'll show the results, all the group stages and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so Champions League music, where as you can see Rosicky is captain because I wanted to rest my whole team. It was a final match. I probably wasn't going to get to the top of the group. I didn't really want to get top of the group, to be perfectly honest. I like being second because usually you face someone in the next bit who's actually better than you, and then you sort of get your hopes up to play better and all that. Like, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. But yeah, RSC Anderlecht at the Emirates Stadium, and I was like, this should be a pretty easy game, to be perfectly honest. They're not the hardest side. Like, now that we're down with Kiev, but I did start with the likes of Mikel, Wilshere, Giroud. I mean, Ramsey even got a game. Ramsey hardly plays. Coquelin, Jenkinson, Walcott. I didn't know Giroud at all. I kept him out of it because I wanted to rest him, even though he was fine. I don't even care. I wanted to rest him because I wanted to try something different out. And then this was sort of my lack of another striker sort of came into full effect. But as you can see, I started with Adler, Mikel, Giroud, Coquelin, Jenkinson, all that sort of stuff. But they started with Proto, Huhas, Wazaliska, and I'm not going to say any of the other ones except for Lucas Bigla, who I actually know, and De Sutter, of course. So I was to kick off, and this game was possibly the most ridiculous game of football I have ever played in PES. It was the most boring thing ever. At halftime, it's 0-0. as you can see, it's 0-0. You'll see from the stats why it was so boring. There were only 1 shot on target for me and 3 shots on target for Anderlecht. I had more possession, and they just counter-attacked me. In the 47th minute here, they get the ball, Sutter ends up hitting the post. Anderlecht maybe deserved to win the game, maybe? Well, I mean here, they somehow get a free kick. I don't know how this is a free kick. Where is the foul? Where's the foul? Where's the foul? I don't understand what the foul is. But I move Coquelin back, and he takes the free kick, and Adler saves it. And in the more or less the last minute of the match, I ended up bringing on Olivier Giroud, but he was in poor form, I think, and that was why I didn't start him, and he ends up missing it. But yeah, he gets it on target, but the keeper makes a good save, and that's the final whistle. It's 0-0. What a disappointing end to an episode. Oh well. But anyway, the stats show that there was only 12 shots on target throughout the whole game. I only showed off 3 shots. So maybe Anderlecht deserved to win. It would have been better if they won, but it didn't really matter because they were never going to qualify for the Champions League. They were only ever going to get 3rd spot, so that really doesn't matter at all. And of course, Barcelona probably beat Dynamo Kiev, so I was like, yeah, they'll most likely get top spot, and I'll get 2nd. And you'll see the group coming up soon, in maybe the next 4 to 5 seconds. But here, the man of the match at the Arsenal Anderlecht game was Thomas Rosicky with a 6.5 rating. But yeah, Dynamo Kiev 1, Barcelona 2. So that is all that really mattered. And Group A is looking with Barcelona top, Arsenal 2nd, Anderlecht Europa League. Group B, Benfica top, Man United 2nd, Valencia Europa League, and Olympiacos went out. Group C, Man City top, Lille 2nd, Galatasaray 3rd, and Celtic just by 1 goal go out of Europe basically. Galatasaray get into Europa League. Group D is coming up. Bayern Munich top, Juventus 2nd, Braga 3rd, and Anzhi Makalakala came bottom with Eto in their team, losing 6 games. That is really poor for Anzhi Makalakala. But yeah. Group E, Chelsea top, Malaga 2nd, Porto 3rd, courtesy of 2 goals, and Panathinaikos were bottom, losing all 6 games. Oh well, that's fair enough. Group F, Tottenham came top, Real Madrid came 2nd, and Montpellier came 3rd, and Motherwell got kicked out of Europe. They would never even deserve to even be there, but yeah. And Group G, Inter top, Ajax 2nd, Fenerbahce got 3rd in the Europa League, and Shakhtar Donetsk got 0 points. And in Group H, AC Milan came top, Paris Saint-Germain came 2nd, Nordschladen came 3rd, and Zenit St. Petersburg came bottom. So if you have enjoyed this episode of Markkoos' reign at Arsenal, subscribe to my channel, and catch you later.